Today, we've got a midweek distraction from regular politics. It's a coin flip battle between Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Secretary of Health and Human Services for the Republicans, against Governor of Illinois, JB Pritzker for the Dems. It's an interesting showdown, not likely to happen, but two big names for 28, so I think we're ready to get into the flips. We'll start at the last frontier, the cold state of Alaska. 3 electoral votes, heads for RFK Jr., tails for Pritzker, and it's Kennedy who's going to make Alaska red. The next state is Hawaii. And we've got heads, Kennedy, red. Next, Washington. Heads again, Kennedy has shut out Pritzker through 3 flips. The next state is Oregon. They've got another 8 of them. Pritzker looking for tails. He's got it. He's on the map. Next, California, big 54 votes. If you're short on electoral votes, you're going to find him here. Let's do the flip. This is heads. Kennedy. Next, Nevada. Half dozen here. We've got heads again. Next, we'll move on to the gem state. That's Idaho. Not a ton of votes here. 4 of them. They're coming to Pritzker. Next, Utah. There are 6 of them here. For Pritzker, next, Arizona, down at the border, the Grand Canyon State is coming. To Kennedy, next, Montana, at the northern border, another 4 of them. And it's going to go to RFK Jr. Next, Wyoming. 3 votes. Pritzker is going to snag them. Next, Colorado. 10 votes for Kennedy. The next state is the land of enchantment. You know that's New Mexico, and they've got 5 of them for Kennedy. How about North Dakota? That is coming to Kennedy. South Dakota's up next. Another 3. Kennedy again. He's got 4 in a row. How about Nebraska at large? There's a couple of votes in this flip. Kennedy's got 5 consecutive. How about Nebraska's first? 1 vote. Kennedy has done it again. He's going for 7 straight on Nebraska's second. This is heads again. Kennedy, he's scorching through the middle of this map. Next, Nebraska's third. This is for 8 in a row. He's done it. He's got 8. Pritzker is completely lifeless. Let's keep going. We've got Kansas next. This is for 9 consecutive wins for Kennedy. Here's the flip. We've got heads again, Kennedy. This is rare territory. He's going for 10 in a row. We've only seen this happen 1 or 2 times ever. A lot of bragging rights if he pulls it off. Let's do the flip. We've got tails. JB Pritzker. He's back from the dead, at least temporarily. He's got 7 more. So Kennedy's streak is over. Let's go down to Texas. Let's give out 40 more. Pritzker hoping to have some kind of momentum, and he is picking up the Lone Star State, but he trails pretty bad. Let's do Minnesota next. 10 EVs. Pritzker now, he's got 3 in a row. How about Iowa? 6 EVs here. Pritzker, he's got 4 himself. Next, Missouri. There's another 10 of them. The Show Me State. That one is going to Pritzker. Now this is getting streaky. He's got 5 in a row. Let's see how long he can ride that momentum. Let's do Arkansas next. Can he get 6? No. Kennedy, he's snapping that skid. Let's do Louisiana. 8 EVs. Kennedy, next. Wisconsin. 10 votes. Pritzker is over 100. Next up, we've got his home state. It's Illinois. 19 votes. That's a pretty good chunk. Let's do the flip. We've got tails. Pritzker is picking up his home state. Kennedy ahead by 17. There's 15 at stake in Michigan. And it is heads. Kennedy, he's got it. Next, Indiana. 11 votes for Pritzker. How about Kentucky? And the Bluegrass State is coming to Kennedy. Next, we've got 11 votes at stake in Tennessee. And they're going to be won by Pritzker. How about Mississippi? This state is going to be claimed by Kennedy. Alabama is the next flip. And we've got Tails for Pritzker. Now we're going to go way down into the sunshine. We've got 30 to give out in Florida. Who's going to get them? It is Tails. So after all that, JB Pritzker is now in the lead. It's the first time this battle. Let's see what happens next. Georgia is the next flip. 16 votes in the Peach State. Pritzker is at 200 exactly. Next, South Carolina. The Palmetto State is coming to Pritzker. How about North Carolina? Kennedy now. He's decided to fall asleep himself, and he's lost it yet again. Pritzker has 5 in a row. The momentum is swinging wildly in this battle. Let's keep going to Ohio next. And these 17 votes are coming to Pritzker. What about West Virginia? Kennedy, desperate now for heads. He's got it. He's up to 173. We'll do the northeast corner, the Pine Tree State, Maine at large. 2 EVs for Pritzker. Here's Maine's first. And this is heads. Here comes Maine's second. 1 vote, Kennedy. Next, New Hampshire. 4 votes, and the Granite State is coming to Kennedy. Next, Vermont. Who wants another 3? That's going to be Pritzker. Now, we've got New York. This is a critical flip for Kennedy. If it's not heads, that means Pritzker has come all the way back and won this battle. This is pretty wild. It's do or die. Let's do the flip. We've got tails. How about that? JB Pritzker is over 270. After Kennedy wins 9 in a row, looks like it's kind of a blowout for Pritzker. We're going to keep going. We've got Massachusetts. Let's see what happens next. No pressure now. And Pritzker, he's over 280. He's ahead by more than 100. And I'm not sure if that's happened before where both candidates have had a lead of 100 or more in the same battle. Let's keep going. Let's do Connecticut. Lucky 7 for Kennedy. Next, Rhode Island. 4 EVs. That is coming to Kennedy. How about New Jersey? And the Garden State is going to go blue. What about Delaware? And this one is going to go to Pritzker, who's over 300. We've got Maryland next. The Old Line State is going to go to Pritzker. Next, D.C. 3 EVs. Pritzker's done it again. How about PA? Second to last flip. And it's tails yet again. What about the final flip? Virginia. Can Kennedy go over 200? Yeah. He does finish with 203, but JB Pritzker has dominated somehow with 335. This was a very streaky battle. Kennedy got on the map with California. He won 9 in a row. But then Kennedy completely turned off the Jets. Pritzker got extremely hot, and he went on a bunch of streaks, winning electoral vote-heavy states. It's a very unusual looking map, but that means Pritzker has snapped the Republicans' winning streak at 4. Crazy stuff. You never know what's going to happen, but let me know in the comments. Were you rooting for Kennedy, or were you pulling for the big man, Pritzker? Let me know what you think of this map down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.